Well, here's an interesting fact for you folks, yeah? When you dissect lungs, when these scientists or whoever they are dissect the lungs are moist inside, yeah? Now, this stuff they're spraying in the air reduces the moisture, folks, in the air, which causes people to have these dry, brittle lungs. Just have a think about what I'm telling you there, folks. These particulates, there's no moisture in them. Yeah, there's no goodness in them or anything like that. You're breathing this stuff in constantly, 24/7 now, folks. And people are wondering why they've got these dry coughs constantly. And we can't blame the air. We have to blame these particulates that are up there in this fucking breathable air. This stuff we should be breathing in, folks. And basically, all this shit that they're spraying down on us with all these heavy metals in that shouldn't be, and we shouldn't be ingesting them. They're then drying out the lungs and making the lungs brittle. And then people are going to the doctors, and the doctors are saying, here, take these suppressants, to stop you coughing up this fucking mucus, which captures these particulates. That's how your body works, folks. You produce these mucuses and these snots that capture these particles of dust or whatever, yeah? And then you're supposed to cough this stuff out. The body's designed to get rid of toxins, folks, and particulates that shouldn't be in them through sneezing, through wheezing, through diarrhea, and through projectile vomiting. Yeah, however, yeah, that's your immune response, if you like, to get rid of these things in your body. But this stuff up here that's spraying down is so multifaceted in its fucking efforts to fucking scupper everything, folks. That people rush to the doctors and say, Doctor, I've got this dry cough. I've had this dry cough for this, whatever, weeks, months. And then you put on these suppressants that are then further preventing you from coughing up this mucus, this snot, whatever, sneezing it out, however you get it out of your system, shitting it out in some cases. Mucus does come from all the orifices, folks, even your eyes. But just have a think about what they're doing to the air, the breathable air, and more people are being put on oxygen, yeah? And oxygen's not always a fucking good thing to be put on, folks, because air and oxygen are two different fucking things. But this stuff, these particulates, isn't cloud, it isn't steam, it isn't moisture, it isn't vapour, yeah? And if there's no moisture going into your lungs should be wet. They shouldn't be fucking dry and fucking brittle. And I hope that little factoid makes some sense to you folks. And if you do get one of these coughs and you feel this ball of shit in your throat, which I have quite a lot of the time now, folks, be persistent. Cough the fucker up. Get some steam, some vapour. Put a towel over your head and some hot water. Go into a steam room or something and loosen this fucker up. But don't take the suppressants. The suppressants, when you think about it, common sensely stop you doing what your immune system, that they call it, wants you to fucking do, to get rid of these things. Yeah, and then, because it's just a suppressant, when you think about it, it stops you getting fucking better. It suppresses you improving, folks. Keeps this fucking illness present. Anyway, there it all is up in the air, folks. Jettisoned from these aircraft, as I call it. It's shit. Shat from height, as blight, as shite, to blight more than that light, yeah? Shit, shat from height, to blight much more than the light. I kid ye not.